story begins in a great testing ground. Today the wake-up ceremony begins. The first time the girl Chan touched the magic stone, she developed the skill of ice magicians. From category A, she says she got Cataly class. The manager looked at them and said, "The whole school has a small number of students in the A category." Suddenly the faucet of our story Suyang appeared. The teacher said this is the first student in the school. He will definitely have a stronger career than Chan. Then a rare golden duke appeared in front of you. The director said this is a profession of legendary 1000s. The students all kept encouraging her, even though she didn't care. But before I finish, go and like the video now because my Aunt Cortha's challenge is back again. He invited her to a meal of albake broast for £1,000. If the video doesn't get 5 likes on the first day, because I am confident that you will not fool me. She decided to enter this challenge because she was confident that she would win it. So make a like now. The important thing is that the girl tells him that it's over for today, my love. And his name appears, the Dragon Slayer. Because Chen is shocked. The manager says this is the greatest profession you can get in your life. And he says we don't have dragons. This is a strong person who does not need anything. Even the cook is better than him too. And the teacher says that we lost Soyang. But his friend tells him, never mind, comrade. Chen and I will always have your back. Start and you will also come with all the missions from here and go. Suyang says, you are truly my friend, Wang. But the surprise was that Chen said no. You are no longer like us. You are a failure. You can never join our team. Wang gets angry because Chen says Suyang. In officially announcing it, you and I don't know each other from today. Wang says it in 60 days. So, Suyang was a loss to you from the beginning. But before you walk, I want you to know that Suyang bought you the transformation crystal, because of which I got the rare I class. Because you are a failure. Even if she really wants to leave him and get her money back. You thief. She says, he who did this, the generous one, must bear the consequences of his actions. She tells him that if you love me, don't stand in my way from today. And even if he wanted to, her hands are 2 pens on her face. But he tells him that's it, forget her now. And Chin. She says to him, sorry. After Mawa dragons became a failure, definitely not now. I am happy with you from today. But on the contrary, the powerful are like the master. Gee. They are the ones who can win me today. He tells him I heard you. Farka, the strongest witch in my school, said that you are trash. And also, I thanked you. Because Suyanji says all this because of my profession. I mean, that's what it means. She didn't love us from the beginning. Suddenly the voice of my oppressor says, to him, Suyan. Suyanji says who is calling me? Who are you? And me. How did you bloom here? A system appears to him that blesses him for obtaining a system. Dragon Sleuth. And now it was linked to the ancestral dragon's nest. And the Soyang, he says ancestor dragons. I still have a dragon like that, that's it. And we know that in ancient times dragons were the most powerful beings in the world. Because of Soyang. He says let's see who will say that I am a failure from today. And the system demands, from him hand over a bottle of dragon blood. In return, he gets the power of a son. The eternal dragon lord, Yenzi, the bearer of the summer of growth aura, says, name, this one Wahiba comes out and his iron is working, and he says dragons are in. The past was flying lizards, unlike dragons, the father is. The thing is the supreme entity of the space dragons and he says to her, but you are still here. Chen, tomorrow you will tell us who and what you did today, they will return it to you double. Week and the director tells them that the ceremony to awaken the talent and the students who, I got a job as a student preparing for the upcoming test. We will leave. Students, Soyang Binam and Biskorf see the ancestral dragon gate of. Again, he sees his dragon. When he touches him in his dreams and the dragon, he pushes him. Soyang says this is not his statue. He says despite, this is as strong as usual. So much so that the grandfather I will introduce you to later. He felt the same aura. This is proof that this is a real dream and has now come true. He calls his granddaughter to ask her if she senses the dragon's aura. But the granddaughter says, no, Grandpa, he may be making you uncomfortable, nothing more. And you say that you know that dragons became extinct a long time ago. The Capricorn shuts down and says, I really failed, but not to these degrees. I sensed the dragon's aura and had to confirm it. His granddaughter says this topic has nothing to do with Soyang obtaining the power of Dragon Warden today. Soyang sees all the future dragons and wakes up from his sleep. He says I need dragon blood, but how will I get it? There are no dragons in the place. He says you know what this means. I don't know how to kill the first level monster at all. So what if you see a giant dragon? I can't kill him when his regime makes him laugh like that. What is it seems you are about to do this and we do not give you this time. This is the easiest request of them, and I don't know how to verify it. Soyang is thinking. He says if I can't afford it, I can't buy it. We know that the blood of this 8th level monster will cost 1,000,000 coins. Soyang, over the past 3 years in the academy, has only accumulated 30,000. Suddenly his phone rings. His friend tells him that Soyang will come with us tomorrow and we will fight monsters. Soyang says, but I don't have the strength and I will be an obstacle to you in the place. Wang tells him that there is an opportunity to drop the appointment scroll. with which you can change your future and choose a new profession. This is a substitute for this bad dragon profession. So Yanji says, but the silence rate of this scroll, 1 in 10. If I won the lottery, it would be easier than that. Zamelo tells him, where is the ambitious Suyanji that I know? I don't want to talk much. Tomorrow I will see you at the Black Mayasa forest. Hello, peace. So Yanji gathers his strength to say as long as there is hope, the appearance of light will appear again, and he wears the Fajr prayer for him. As we move to the Blackwater forest, Sayanji tells us his story. We know that he moved to this world, which contains the profession of superheroes. Dragon Swinger was the most powerful profession 100 years ago, until the last giant dragon died, and now he remains the haunt of dragons. It is true, what a strong profession, but there is no need for it. But right now in the only one in the world who will have a dragon. And this is not any dragon. This is the son of the mighty space dragon, false son of true Fossard. The guard tells them, where are you going? You haven't taken your beginner's badge yet. How will you stop yourself from saying that? And my friend says, I don't know what to tell you. But next time, if I can go out, I will bring you with me. Suddenly, Miss Yang appears, and the guard greets her. And she says, I collect mushrooms. And Soyang Wang says, where are you going so early? Wang tells her that I wanted a watch from Soyang other than his profession. But luck is not on our side today. She says, I can help you get the 2 scrolls. The guard tells her that this is not the role that can take them abroad during the curfew. Soyang tells her that Professor Yang is very expensive. I can't use something as rare as this. You say it all your first time in school. I can't see you standing there. Need help. I can help you and watch over you. Also, your friend Wang tried to help you, although he has nothing to offer you except his good intentions. And the guard. He says she would be interested in taming a failed dragon like this. Not the teacher said. It is a profession that is not necessary. The teacher says to the guard, I know, if you are afraid for them. But now the academy was saying if. Safety is guaranteed for the students, so they can go to dangerous places. Alone. A guard says I'm an ordinary employee. My service remains subject to the laws. The administration must approve their departure today. The teacher thanks him. After they leave, the guard says that there are 2 expensive roles left. They beat it. How is this unnecessary? Let's go back to the person at his desk. By God, I believe that the only student with talent can do it. Dragons too. His assistant tells him, yes, this is a loss for all of us. If it was, what other specialty would we have benefited from? In the end, he tells her that's it. We will not have a share of seats in major universities this year. You say not only that, sir, the director of the Greater Capital University will arrive tomorrow to see the levels of school students. He says it in the management language and everyone gets ready. They should honor us the next day. She tells him I will do what I can. We see Yang trying to fight the monsters outside. It is difficult for him to kill one of them. Yang tells him that you can't fight. Why does he say that you are weak in the end? He defeats the wild boar. And he tells him that we are finished. Let's go. And he tells him, do you know that Professor Yang is not an ordinary person? He tells him I saw him. The guard commander teaches her how to greet her. You also give us water on the roll. 1,000. As if it was $1. Wang also tells him the same thing. I want to marry someone like this. He tells him that he is above these illusions. Let's go. Home now. Wang tells him what we collected all day. A little bit. 2 million pieces of junk doesn't equal anything. And after they return to the same guard, he says I don't care about anything. He said how did they come back safely like this? They sell equipment. Angie tells him that after all this, we made 1,000 coins. Just a dragon. And he says to her, I will tell you how much to buy a reset coil. Skills. The employee tells him 1,000,000 dragon coins. Wangji says, oh God, protect me. Someone bring me some water. I haven't seen 100,000 in my life to know what 1,000,000 is. Chen intervenes with her lover. Al-Sabik. And you say, what are these poor people doing here in this place? Her boyfriend. He tells her, this is not your former lover, the koi dragon slayer whose name is Su Yang. The 2 of you are angry. Chen tells him, I heard you talking. About 1,000,000 coins. Oh, you don't know anything. He tells her, he said, I mean you. What do you have money to say? Of course, Seichi has money and will pay you. The account is long. Jibi says to him, what do you believe in these words? You are bullying. To my new girlfriend. He draws his sword. The employee prevents them from fighting. And you tell them that there is a type of fighting inside the academy campus under any reason. The reasons. My pocket tells him, yes, there is no joke about these things. I can. Go to prison immediately. He tells him, you are sad, Soyang. I saved you from us. Today. Aiken tells him to forget about them. Let's buy what came back. Skills are as you promised my brother a while ago. He tells her that it is a monastery. In 1,000,000. You don't need a lot of things with it. He tells Soyang my money. More rice than I need. Soyang says he can't work. Who has it? And he spends it on girls all the time. G says the scroll is here. Reserved for me. Even the next time I bought it. And book what? After them too. Of course he does this so that Soyang does not change his meaning. Even if he got 1,000,000 and couldn't buy it. In the end, you say to him, this is forbidden. He will remain a gentle dragon tamer and will not take the test. And the opportunity will pass. On it. But you go to the teacher and tell her that you have a skills control scroll. Which arrived a while ago. You tell her there is. She tells her this scroll. Her own. How do you take it? I blocked it from the beginning. An employee says, Professor Yang has a distinguished client in our union. and her guardian is all. The powers take any piece, even if it is also reserved. You tell her, Mr. Hang, you don't need the role right now. You must leave it. My two brothers are the majority. Young tells them who told you it was me. After she received the role, she gave it to Su-yan. And she tells him otherwise. Your future, come on. The girl, Achana, was shocked by the shock of his life. Si-hang says, it is impossible for me to accept it, nor is this purchase worth $1 million and very expensive for him. She tells him to consider it and advance from me. When I prepare for the next test, it will be, you have enough money. Give them back to me again. He tells her that I won't be afraid. I thank you because Professor Hing turns on Chen. And she says to her, my hero, she will have sex. With each student a little, but he'll leave you later. And on top of that, rely on. Your effort is not for others. Of course, she bequeathed to someone who would spend everything on her. A little bit. After the teacher leaves, she tells him because of you, So-yang. Even after you get the scroll, you will remain a waste of rubbish for the rest of your life. He tells her to forget about him. He won't get any other category ability. And Don. At the very least, it will be a normal profession in this category. What a cook, peasant, oh, blacksmith. Maybe less than that too. But he wants it. And he tells him, but I have it. Chance. As for the role, the rest remains with the people who depend on others to change their luck. What do you tell him to believe? Tomorrow I will work for you. What next? She tells him to leave this disgusting place. And after what? They go out. Are you saying that you told me that the Alkowi family? But the teacher took it. The fascia is not as if you were present in the place. He tells her what you are. She knows that her great-grandfather is the president of the Great Warriors Capital University. A character like this is our problem and it is impossible to stop it ever. You talk to us. What you said is that I will not get the scroll, not even after 6 months or a year, 2 years from now too. And you say it's all because of you. You are the one who left us. We made a mistake about Professor Hange, and now she has me in her head and will not leave me. But Su-yan will remain a secret as you are. She tells him, I know, I haven't seen anything better. From you. We go back to Wang, who tells him that nothing is missing except that you have changed your profession today. So-yang says she has the right. Professor Hang is really good. But me, I don't need to change my profession. I need monster blood. Hez judging him. He says, I have a solution for you. Pass Mr. Hang and you will change your profession first. The colors. The second day we see him with his friend. You tell him this is what you used. The scroll and I got a joint profession. Not like that. Students say, listen to us. Ms. Yengi Salamida changed the profession. And the students say, why is Professor Yengi interested in him for these grades? They say even if it is different, his profession is like this. It is normal for him to have a career less than the legendary ace. 1G says 1 second. Where is the Academy's profession awakening stone? A manager tells him frankly, son of a jar, there is a problem. The G family withdrew all the stones from all the schools. And the son of the G family is scratching his head because he says it's a surprise. Not like that. He says, sorry, Sing, when the stone will be fixed after a year. I can return it to you again. 1G says, Mr. Director, this dog named Jay is ruining us all. The stone is 100% intact and intended for whoever made it. A manager says the law guarantees them to remove the quarantine at any time. Because it's been with him from the beginning, even if what you say is true. I didn't stop them for any reason. GB says to the manager, I told him, maybe a month, or 2, or 3. As soon as we fix them, we will let you know. I don't know where the problem is. Soyang tells him to be a nice dragon tamer. Heng tells him that I will hit you now. I will also tell him, Mr. Hange, about your black currency. Aiken laughs and tells him Aunt. Teacher Heng is on a mission abroad. It won't come back today, or in a month or 2 months, and who knows if it might. Much more than that. And he tells them that you are more intelligent than others. He says that and that. I don't even need to change my profession. You tell him, can I give you a chance? She handed me the skill change scroll, and I mean, G will hand you a bait. Used standard equipment and he tells her not from here before he tells her. Also, used taste, not new. I know what this reminds me of, used one. She reminds me of you when you were with me and I was still used and went to someone else. What do you say and think that you will remain the ideal student for the rest of your life? The academy is over. Jibby tells her don't waste your time with me. Let's get rid of him now. 2 people attack him at the same moment, until suddenly a giant tree appears blocking the 2 paths. This turned out to be the academy director, and whoever tells them that you extend your hands to your colleague, I may exclude you from the next test. At the same time, Soyang says that Jimmy's family has forgotten about the city. They tried to keep him away from him, and I can't protect you any longer. That's it. Soyang thanks him and says I know this. Thank you. And Angie says that everything has happened. Soyang can't change his profession. Why do you want to change it? Soyang says you are right and who said that I want to change it from the beginning. And Angie says, you're saying that all your life will last forever, and dragons, and we don't have dragons. So Yanji says what would you think if I told you that I own a dragon today? Everyone in the place was shocked. Students say that he looks like he had sunstroke from the recent trauma. What do you say? I know, Soyang, sometimes you are too funny. He tells them that a dragon might be a toy by right and he gets a toy one since there is none. Real one. Soyang goes to the dragon ancestral region to start becoming the son of a dragon. Space Yenzi. Suddenly, Angie says, what is happening? Chen says yes. A golden light has now risen from space, but this is an embryo. He tells them who. Fear, I can't move, and I feel like I urinated in my pants today, to the point that the whole school felt this terrifying pressure. The manager says there is a dragon. The academy is attacked by someone who calls support quickly. Chen tells me JV. Dragon. Suyang like this has a dragon. He tells her that the dragon is extinct, that's for sure. Uncle and not real at all. Wangji tells him that this is not a dream. You have it. Dragon Tlakti. And his father and the legendary Baron when he shows skill. From 1000s in the academy. And we know that what happened is real. No. Dust it. He says it's impossible. This is definitely a deception on his part to concern us all. Elder Islands and a pawn again. Oh, the manager says it hit twice. The matter. True. Proven by 100%. Then all the students of Yan City, they understand that there is a person who has awakened the code, a leader in their condemnation, a follower of a voice, current gear. Even the owner of the suit, which I will introduce you to later. He is happy and tells the secretary to quickly confirm the news for me. Worthy Li Yin. Which school? So much so that forest beasts felt the same aura. And this same person. He says this is a wish for the beats of the jars. That's it, it's 9. Is the gear broken or what? And we know that the buzzer exploded. The manager says, I am. In a dream or in knowledge. This gear is now broken until the dragon appears. Real. He tells them that I told you that this guy ruined them from the beginning. And Hanji tells him to be quiet. Hef. Hear your voice again. And the guy wants. He hits him with his summer. So Yanji turns enemies and new ones. Literally both. I rise up against them out of fear. So Yanji tells them that there is nothing wrong with their war. And Yanzi tells him to come back. Enough of this. The dragon returns to his different world. Yes, this world has no dragons. If you want, I can summon my dragon. A plasma that appears from an ancient world or in another form. This is the owner of the dragons. The only one in the world. The director tells him to listen. Regardless of that. The bell is a crow or not. You have become a true dragon. He tells him. The G family used their power against me. The manager tells him not to leave. Me. Tomorrow I will issue a memorandum against them, and I will also issue the harshest punishments to them. Manager. He gets a call and is shocked. Wanji looks at Soyang and tells him what's wrong. Happened. The director tells them about an incident that happened in the Throne of Hell version. Professor Yenji is trapped inside. They put her between life and death. Indeed. People are running away from around us, and the cell is full of Suyanji running the opposite way. To provide assistance now. He says I just have to help Mrs. Yenji. How can I do this when I can't control Inzi easily? Nizam. He tells him that you can borrow the power of the son of the dragon. Suyang's secret of the dragon storm. He says this way, I can help the teacher. But one of the officials says, let him go back and see where people are going. The Throne of Hell version is out. Take control today. Soyang tells him that I will enter whether with your consent or not. Others. I decided I had to help the teacher. He tells him this is you. You haven't gone out yet. What will you do inside to die with her or what? He tells them, it's not far away. There's no shortage of children's toys here today. He tells him I said, I will enter for you. What does the dragon use? And it causes him a severe shock. Because of him, he can go to the prison cell. When he enters, he sees two people and tells him, stop by the protection phase. He tells them what phase. One of them. He tells him the version is unstable. Since you are weak, you need protection. We are the ones who will protect you. The second one tells him not to pay. But if I entered alone, then you will die easily. Shang tells them they know where the problem is. If you can help, but expect something in return in the end. He orders Yenzi to leave to stop them. The second one tells him we won't do it again. Shang tells them, but you are weak and needy. For protection. So they paid the fees now. 2 letters push them away. All those behind them and those in front of them. And I tell them that I am satisfied. Come on, walk from here, you and him. And he goes inside. He eliminates the dungeon army. The one who doubles the qua to 100 doubles the qua. And he says when will they end? This is a never-ending number. Sueheng starts eliminating hordes. These monsters. We know that Professor Henge is involved in chained restraint. And we see the Lady of Disaster saying after your blood is sacrificed, he will come back. Our ancient king. Professor Heng tells her that even if Shaka dies, he won't. He fails in the end. Until we see him in the cell, the monsters are afraid. Get closer to him. The teacher says to him, what brought you here? I tell her it is necessary. He takes you out and you tell him to walk away from here. The cell has a major flaw and something. Neither you nor I will be able to stop him. She tells him that I have a transfer roll. Use one and escape from here before it is too late. As soon as you arrive. For the capital, ask Jardian and tell him about your profession and he will help you change it. The Lady of Hell tells them, instead of this drama, let us worry about the event. Main all along. He tells her that your voice is annoying to me. And he uses a sword. The dragon in it rains down the entire place to scatter them in their place. The teacher tells him how you managed to get rid of them when you were a beginner student. He tells her frankly that the issue of my career will be solved because of you. You tell him sure. She obtained the power of the light swordsman and used her skill a while ago. He says, no, I still have Marawi dragons, but there are 2 special ones. But in this moment, Pete Glen remains the last king of the dungeon after completing his awakening ceremony. And that was it. King of Ghosts. A teacher tells him that's it. We went there. You tell him to run away, and I will try to stop you while we are in your prison cell, and it is impossible. We go out together. The Ghost King starts using the barrier. The one who chained. A whole cell to the point that the chains locked the 2 thugs. The one outside. Soyang tells the teacher there is no escape. He shot it. We have to confront him. And the teacher is crying because she says, all of this is because I brought you with me. The teacher lost her powers. And it starts. The King of Ghosts destroys them. Suyang makes Dragon Inza appear in public. The teacher tells him there is a real dragon. Soyang says the dragon is atrophy. Everyone. He starts raining down on the dungeon with bright purple swords. The leader and everyone will end forever. The teacher tells him that you won. She faints. The system tells him, congratulations, you have reached the second level, strength. And he takes him out of the cell. Until we see the seriousness as a starting point for loss. I saved him. He came back feeling the same dragon pressure he felt the last time. And he says, this topic is true and real. Shane Bacon arrives at the grandfather and tells him, I did it. He stops my edge and puts it on the ground immediately. Professor Henge excelled. Her grandfather's voice to tell him, Grandpa, you understand the matter completely wrong. She tells him, Su Yanji is a student of mine and did he save me too? But Grandma Yang tells me, these machines look very normal. How can he easily save my edge? Yanji, she says to her grandfather, didn't you tell me to research the topic of dragons for you before? Su Yanji has a real dragon, as you felt a long time ago. Grandpa is shocked. Then Teacher Yang suddenly found out that Su Yang is a dragon tamer and his feeling is correct. The beginning. The grandfather is shocked and activates the magic barrier. And Su Yang says, can you let Grandpa see your dragon? He knows that he has access to the surroundings of the entire world. He says, since you are Professor Yang's grandfather, why not? Su Yang begins to break the cosmic field to summon the Yanzi dragon. Grandfather was not shocked by the dragon. He says how can he remove his barrier? I made sure of what I said. I know her. He tells her that the one with Su Yang is not an ordinary dragon. This is a son, Royal Supreme Space Dragon Ruler. Yang is shocked that Grandpa is telling her. According to the secrets of the ancient book, in Dragon Koi Baskin 7 space. Hi. As for the dragon that you saw in the books, it is a bit ridiculous. It's huge and there's no benefit to it. Yang tells him to be honest, grandfather. He tells her, unfortunately, until here my information has stopped. But Su Yang is the only one who, why can he answer these questions for me because he is the one with the real powers? He tells Su Yang about the land where the dragon rulers fell. And how did a horrific ancient battle take place there? Su Yang says all the answers I need will be found there. That's why I have to go myself. Yang says, seriously, you don't have a way to get us to this place. Her grandfather tells her that it is impossible to enter this place except through the leaders of the groups, the Big Four. As for the fighters who want to enter this place, they must reach the Golden Square Inn.